Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis gets his. And a mean mug.
What the hell just happened? Incredible dunks, life-threatening blocks, and who would have thought that an undisputed could go down twice? This past week in the NBA was hostile. Get off your seats and dance, because as tempers flare, injuries occur, and Warriors are beaten again. Stay tuned as we rewind all the unbelievable moments that occurred this past week in the NBA. Recap 1. Wednesday night, the Deep Blue Sea. Kings vs. Lakers. Wednesday night ushered in a wave of impossible margins and stolen expectations. Just like Rui Hachimura, who stole from the Kings' pot of points.
In the box with Lyles. Down the middle goes Rui. Left hand slam dunk. As soon as he gets for the late show. Rui down the middle goes all the way to score.
In the Battle of Kings, we knew LeBron would always make his reign known, with quarterback passes to rally his army around.
Run, down goes D'Lo, and he now open is torn in for three. Yes!
An aggressive force to drive his Lakers kingdom to victory. But no matter how strong the tide is, the Sacramento Kings had just the man to steady the ship.
De'Aaron, spin cycle, falling, firing, hitting! Jack Nicholson, Andy Garcia.
Fox and the Kings showed LeBron that a colony is greater than one. Finishing on a high, the Sacramento Kings defeated the Lakers 130-120. Magic vs. Wizards. The Wave took us to the DC of the USA. It was a battle of like world as the Orlando Magic came against the Washington Wizards. We were ready for the neat and naughty, crafty and nasty. The Wizards started brilliantly and dreamed of ending their embarrassing run of losses. But if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. The Orlando Magic put the hat on Franz Wagner for a magical performance leading to great goals.
There's Franz, 3 up.
It's all physicality and they use it.
Franz.
Winning by 10 points, the Orlando Magicians move on. Bucks vs. Warriors. Last time we saw Steph, he wasn't cooking and we missed his meals. A terrible game against the Spurs put Curry back on his chef cap, and it was lovely to watch. Although the Bucks had Dame time, it wasn't his goddamn time against the angry Steph.
Doc Rivers talked about Beasley's put more effort defensively as Curry getting open. Curry finds some room, finds some space, and hits a three. Curry way outside, another three. He's 4 for 4. And a timeout call by Doc Rivers, the Warriors.
A gladiator victory ended. Warriors 125, Milwaukee Bucks 90. Bulls vs. Jazz. As Curry cooked the Bucks in Chase Center, the same way DeRozan rose to the Jazz in Delta Center.
Sensabaugh has a bit of a mismatch, and they go 68-62. Can he get a stop or two along the way?
Giving the Chicago Bulls their second straight win in a row. The Bulls might be on a run. Clippers vs. Rockets. In Houston, the Rockets welcomed the Clippers and schooled them in how the beautiful game was played. Cam rode the Clippers off the road.
Great in the fourth quarter in OT.
Whitmore, preach! Whitmore on the run out. Great catch in traffic, and he got the lefty leg.
Yet we knew the Clippers wouldn't take it anymore. Championed by their ever-reliable Kawhi, the Clippers won 122-116. The waves calmed for the night as we arose to the beautiful wind of the next day. Recap 2. Thursday night, the Hummingbirds. Celtics vs. Nuggets. The Birds of Denver sang an array of rhythms and blues as the Celtics entered Ball Arena. Jaylen Brown motivated play to rally the Celtics back to winning.
Now Jaylen Brown in traffic, gets his own twice. Gets another one courtesy of Tillman.
Back to being undisputed.
About finishing pieces with Porzingis, well, White as well as Brown looks spry.
Well, it's quite an unfortunate fact that the Denver Nuggets play no pity parties.
Jokic and Porzingis, he spins off him, miss it. Oh! Aaron Gordon, the follow jam.
Although he's called the Joker, Nikola Jokic proves why he shouldn't be taken for a joke. As the Nuggets settle for another win, 115-109 in favor of the Nuggets, the Celtics record their second straight loss. Heat vs. Mavericks. Speaking of hot, the Mavericks had flames on their ass to perform and get back to their winning ways when they had the Heat come over. The Heat had no mercy on the Mavs, going for the kill.
Right into Doncic's defense at the other end. With a switch, Bam Adebayo climbs the ladder for Miami.
Going into the time break, the Mavericks were behind sniffing another loss. However, the Mavs had Luka Doncic, so there was always a high chance of a magical show, and in the third quarter, Luka put up one.
It's a contest. Transition three. No, Luka laser pass. Power. 17 a game over the last 4. And he's got 14 tonight. 3 ball. Yeah, baby. It's a 5th consecutive 30-point triple-double tonight.
I'm calling it right now.
I like it.
Now the heat was felt by the Miami Heat as the game ended. Heat's 108, Dallas Mavericks 114. Timberwolves versus Pacers. All is not good in Indiana as the Pacers go down once again to the emerging force that is Anthony Edwards, scoring 44 points to the Timberwolves' 113 points.
Edwards between the leg dribble, penetrating on Nesmith, got to the rim. Rick Carlisle has seen enough.
The Timberwolves fought till the very end to get the W, and it came at a very high cost. A very tight game that had the perfect ending to it.
Pacers have a chance. Up ahead, Nesmith blocked. Edwards getting up, and good night.
Lost by just 2 points, the Pacers were humbled. Bulls versus Warriors. Thursday gave us a glimpse of what Friday night would be like as the Warriors entertained the Bulls. The battle of the Hummingbirds, Steph Curry and DeRozan. Electrifying as expected, both teams came out to play.
Is that even possible?
And there is DeRozan drawing a foul and hitting the 3.
Recently, the Warriors have been looking wounded, and when this happened...
Dropping in the free throw. And that's Barrymore.
Damn, what will happen in the play-in tournament? Steph out? Nah, quick recovery, legend. Oh well, the Bulls won the game, 125 to 122. Good night. On Friday, the league getting into the playoffs and all teams need to wake up and push higher. They were ready. Recap 3, Friday night, loose ends. Bucks versus Lakers. Every team and coach now knows it's time to cut off loose ends, which meant it was time all the players wake up and fight for their spots. That had nothing to concern Giannis and Dame as they headed into Crypto.com Arena as they owned it.
Here Dave Pasch with Stephanie White, Cassidy Hubbard, Lillard pulling the trigger, and it's good for 3. Shot clock at 5. Giannis for 3. Good.
Well, Giannis went to shooting practice because AD had the pocket locked.
Look at that space, but look at the recovery. Great job of recovering and using his own length.
D'Angelo Russell told who cared to listen that he's no loose end as he finished with 44 points.
Davis gives it up immediately. Now a step back 3. Got it! With 5 seconds. Lillard, step back, blocked by Dinwiddie. Loose ball. Game over.
A close game ended by 1, and the Lakers shined on. Hawks versus Grizzlies. The Hawks flew to Memphis for a huge chance to prey on the Morantless Memphis Grizzlies, who had no answer to Murray.
Yes.
3 on the way is good again by Murray.
A nice easy shot, then you come down off the break again.
34-21 Memphis. Corkscrewing is Murray. First quarter, 44-37. Murray, good again.
Dejounte Murray had the fans all over their feet as he enjoyed himself on the court.
Mid-ranger, got the whistle.
And 1. Oh, DJ with the crossover.
All in the Hawks' favor, the Grizzlies lost in front of their crowd. Pelicans versus 76ers. The 76ers were facing a similar fate as that of the Grizzlies from Memphis. Without Embiid, the 76ers found it difficult to win games or to go on a streak of W's. And when they faced the Pelicans, their fears became walling. The Philadelphia 76ers were whooped and pooped on the floor.
Now is 2 for 10, 2 for 9. And what an adjustment after losing the handle. Lowry looked like he got a piece of it, and Najee almost took it.
Although there was a little fight put in by the 76ers, the New Orleans Pelicans and Zion Williamson tied up all loose ends for the W.
Payne. Van leaves it. Can't ball watch. Blocked away by Zion. And you can use some clock, although Larry's there. Zion found him.
103-95, the Pelicans with a big win. Heat versus Thunder. OKC welcomed Jimmy Butler and Bam for a dance who is the most playoff prepared. Shai represented the Thunders as the MVP they love and adore, dropping 37 points.
On the shot, how about this? That's not over commitment. That's just what you call a set piece. Groundhog Day. That's what happened.
It was a tough battle, but in the end, it was the OKC's turn to make Miami feel the heat again.
Shea behind his back. And it bounces in. Shea can't turn the corner, instead stops, pulls up, and he's got himself another one over Martin.
Closing the curtains on Friday, the Thunders won the game 107-100. Good job, Shai. Suddenly, the weekend was upon us, and the drama kept unfolding in the NBA as winners kept winning and the losers looked for solace. Recap 4, Saturday night, dreams and nightmares. Jazz versus Nuggets. The Utah Jazz were shivering with fear knowing they had to face the Nuggets in Denver, because never have they stood a chance of defeating the 2023 NBA champions, and the Nuggets quickly reminded them of their fears.
For Utah in double figures. And Murray toying.
Nevertheless, the Utah Jazz came back roaring as they played one of the best quarters they have ever played in a very long while to reduce the lead. But having the Joker had always been a cheat code.
The Denver Nuggets, long pass. Porter is out there, and he caught the Jazz.
And the best team with the best player won.
Pass. Jokic is out there, and he puts it away.
Final score, Utah Jazz 121 and Denver Nuggets 142. The champions are ready for the playoffs. Raptors versus Trailblazers. Speaking of playoffs, both the Raptors and Blazers were less worried because they knew they stood no chance of making it. But they had a chance of a win when they faced off. The Blazers came into the game hot as they chased for a win. Well, the Raptors also knew a thing or two about winning, and so they put in the work.
Finds him trading Dick in the corner, backing down, bounces to McDaniels. Quickly a three. Yes, sir. All right, they come at it again. He goes under the screen, quickly floats a three and got it.
Regardless, the Blazers were on their way to the win, but Boucher had other crazy ideas.
6 minutes tonight. The missed shot. Brady Dick keeps it alive. Good tip by Kelly Olynyk, and oh my goodness, he got right.
Into overtime, it was a one-sided affair as the Portland men took the needed win, ending the game 118-128 in favor of the Blazers. Mavericks versus Pistons. Not to get pissed, the Pistons researched hard on the best way to guard the disastrous Luka Doncic. The Pistons imagined a world where they could beat this triumphant Dallas team as Cunningham went back-to-back against Luka.
It is for people like Tom Gorst to be as community-minded.
Screen from Wiseman. Jalen Duren to come back out. K to the basket, lays it up.
And Luka gave a fight back as always.
Dallas has been rebounding better lately, but tonight the Pistons are a +9 on the glass.
A good battle it proved to be, but Detroit will forever know his name, Luka Doncic, as he laid the win in for the Mavs.
Luka any airspace, so he'll just creep around him on the drive. Got hit up top.
Won by a wide margin, Dallas 142, Detroit Pistons 124. As Luka had his Dallas mates smiling, a certain player's absence brought more than just pain. Spurs versus Warriors. The injury sustained by Steph Curry brought out the weakness of the Warriors. When they welcomed Spurs teammates to the Chase Center, it was time for Green and Klay to show us the dynasty wasn't over. Although Klay Thompson shined from the bench.
Hot hand. Klay Thompson three. Got it. First pitch. I'm sure Jones has learned a lot from his brother. Klay Thompson.
And Kuminga owned the fourth quarter.
Kuminga cutting back door, the lay it up and in. Antonio still on pace as Kuminga again making plays.
All these couldn't stop the defeat that was destined. Also, with no Victor Wembanyama, the Warriors had no excuse. The San Antonio Spurs defeated the Golden State Warriors 126-113. Bulls versus Clippers. Who can stop the Bull run? Many asked as the Clippers were up against the Bulls in LA. Right from the jump ball, the Clippers showed they didn't come to play.
This is corner.
Right into the hands. Paul George, make us proud. Oh, he cocks it back. Clippers by 3.
On getting the message, the Bulls awoke and rode heavy. The game became way more intense than expected as no one was willing to settle for defeat. We saw unbelievable shots.
Goes Sumo. That'll count if it goes. It goes!
But as the game went on, the Clippers held tight to the grip of the lead. And before you know it, the Clippers had registered another win. Defeated by 10 points, the Bulls' run ends. And there you have it from the league that never sleeps. Do you think the Warriors can make it to the tournament? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and dream of being a legend, subscribe to 24 Hoops. It's free and you can always change your mind. But the court is always open. Shot by shot, dunk by dunk, hoop by hoop. 24 Hoops.